Yeah? So you want to know what's going on, huh? Yeah? Ha! I'm going to tell you right now. Get ready. Ha! Yeah. Yeah, man. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? You're back for another episode of The Little Guy Show. And we're live in the truck. Alright, check it out. Let's be real here. I'm always real with you guys. Always keep it 100. Do you guys remember when I said, when I came to Prime, I said that I wish that I would never left the over-the-road portion of Raven? Woo! Well, I'm glad I didn't burn any bridges with Raven. Let's put it that way. So, we came over here to Prime to try it out because things on the local side of Raven weren't working out too well because we were at the mercy of Miller over there. And, you know, it just really wasn't working out the way I had thought it would. You know, I moved from Florida to Ohio to go local, and it didn't work out, you know. So I said, you know what, let me give Prime a try. I've always wanted to go to Prime, try it out, see how it goes. Well, I gotta tell you straight up, guys, it's not really working out over here at Prime the way I thought it was going to work out. I'm not going to get into the dirty details of why it's not working out. Maybe I'll get into that later in another video. But let's just say that that dealing with the shippers and receivers is just really not cool. When you're sitting there stuck waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I mean, we get detention pay, but it still doesn't equate to the amount of money you could be making while you're rolling. And I'm talking about waiting long time, you know, and I've been getting just a crappy deal, man, you know, the last 3 weeks in a row. You know, I can see having a bad week, you know, dealing with the freight and everything, you know, because freight dictates everything, you know, it dictates everything basically. But 3 weeks in a row during the middle of summer, I'm like, oh man. But anyway, so with that being said, long story short, I got a call from Raven saying, hey, why don't you come back, you know, and go over the road. And I'm like, ooh, you know, back to the way it was. Things were lovely. Things were really good. And I was like, you know what? Sure, why not? I'll come back. I'll come back. Go over the road with you guys. That'll be good. That'll be great. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. You know, some people are going to say, well, you're not giving Prime a chance. You're not... or, you know, some people say, I knew you weren't going to last long over there. Well, you can say what you want, but I got to do what's best for me and my family. Sat down with the wife and spoke to her about it, and she's like, you know what, go back to Raven, because at least over there, you didn't have to worry about the fuel, you didn't have to worry about this, you didn't have to worry about that, and the list goes on. You guys already know. Fuel, tires, maintenance, oil changes, APU rental, Qualcomm rental, all that stuff. It adds up. And it's just it's a little you know, it's a lot, especially when you have a shitty week, you know, and you're making enough to cover your truck and then have a somewhat of a small paycheck, you know. And that's where I'm at, you know, for the last 3 weeks. You know, ever since I left my home time, I've just been, you know, having bad luck, I guess you call it. I don't know. Maybe it's meant to be. Maybe, you know, I said I was going to come over here and try it out, and I did, and I like it. I really do. But to be offered to go back to Raven and have my old job back, yeah, I'm going to go back. I'm going to bow out gracefully over here and, you know, before the shit gets worse. And I'm going to go back. And I don't really care what anybody says. I really don't. Because I know I'm going to get a lot of flack. And that's to be expected. But you know what? I'm going back. I don't give a shit. You know? But do I think Prime's a bad company? No. Of course not. It's a great company. You come here and get your CDL and get your experience and get out here and lease a truck and make some money. Or you can be a company driver and make some money. Yeah, I mean, sure, why not, you know? But I gotta tell you, leasing isn't for everybody, and you know what? It's not for me. I gotta tell you, it's not for me. I'm gonna be honest and say it. It's not for me. Some people it works great for. It really does. You know, you see it all the time. People say, I'm making this much, I'm doing this much, blah, 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 blah. But you know what? I don't know. It's not for me. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm really not. So, with that being said, we're going back to Raven. You know, and that's why I always said to you guys, don't burn your bridges with companies. Don't abandon your truck. Don't do stuff like that. You know, because if you ever wanted to come back, you always could, because it's trucking. You know, drivers are needed everywhere. So the reason I'm going back to Raven instead of a different company is because I always tell people that company's awesome, and it really is. You know, yeah, you know, I had some unfortunate luck with moving to Ohio and going local, but at the end of the day, the over-the-road portion is awesome. Local side, oof, it's some tough work, having to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and you know, drive to the same places every day pretty much. You know, and then when they tell you to take a day off because there's no loads or whatever, it's just like, oh, you know, it throws a whole monkey wrench in your paycheck, and it's like, you know, it's just not good. But at least on the over-the-road side, it's consistent all year round, you know. So that's what we're doing. We're going to be going back to Raven Transport and putting my wings back on, basically. Once again, you can say what you want. And people that hate, keep on hating. The people that have been watching me for a long time and support what I do, thank you in advance. But we're going to be, we're over here in McConnellsburg, Pennsylvania, at the JLG plant. We're going to be pulling a load from here to Springfield so I can turn the truck in. Probably get there Saturday, turn in the flatbed gear, and then empty out the truck Sunday morning, turn the truck in, and I'm going to grab a rental car, and I'm going to head down to Jacksonville, go through the motions over there at orientation, and then we're going to be getting back into a Raven truck. Me, Trader James, Cool Whip, the whole gang, back together again. So, with that being said, I just want to reiterate one more time that the people that I have steered towards Prime, like I said, it's not a bad company. You know, there's so many companies out there, and each one of them is different in their own way. And certain companies work for certain people, and certain companies don't work for certain people. And I'm not saying that Prime doesn't work for me. I'm just saying that leasing is not working out the way I thought it would work out for me. Okay? And having the opportunity to go back to Raven and do what I know how to do and go back to the old routine, yeah, that was a good routine for me. That was working out for me and my family. Okay? So that's what we're doing. Okay? That's what we're doing. So I'm going to start stepping my videos up here, you know, trying to do the dailies, or at least every other days, because I've just been in you know, a slump, and I haven't really been doing any videos, you know, because it's been like, it's been stressful over here trying to deal with all this shit. So in advance, thanks for watching. To all the haters, keep on hating. And people that are at Prime, that's awesome. Go and get your CDL, do your thing, get your experience out here, get yourself into a truck, and do your thing, you know. And if it works for you, then I applaud you. I really do. You know, you got to try it to see if it's going to work. And that's what I did. I came over here and I tried it, and you know what? It's just not working out for me and my family the way we thought it was going to work out. Okay? Simple as that. I'm bowing out gracefully, and that's it. So I'm going to end the video with that. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow probably, or the next day.